Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham Ali Khan. So in this video I'm going to continue the problems on incomplete records. Up to the last video I have completed 7 problems. So in this video 8th and 9th 2 problems I'm going to cover up. So first video I have given regarding the theory of incomplete records. Then 2 short bits and MCQs video I have uploaded. Then when we have started the main problems. Hope my regular viewers have already watching each and every problem. Now before starting the next problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So always before start watching the problems, you must have a hard copy of the problems. So take a screenshot of the solution of 8th and 9th problem, then I'll explain all the points of these problems. Come on, see the 8th one. Johan is a sole trader who sells goods for cash and on credit. He provided the following information for the year ended 31st December 2012. So data is given 1st January 2012 and 31st December 2012, beginning of the year, end of the year. Trade receivables are given beginning of the year, end of the year. Trade payables beginning, ending, and inventory opening, closing. So we are given 3 balances, opening, closing, that is trade receivable, trade payable and inventory. He summarized in bank statement, bank account for the year ended 31st December 2012, revealed the following. Opening bank balance at 1st Jan 2012, 2,460, that is debit balance. Receipts from cash and credit customers 64,100. This 64,100 is the total receipt for cash sales as well as credit sales. That means cash received from customers and cash sales, both are included in 64,100. Then payment for the year to suppliers, expenses and drawings, 43,800. This 43,800 is the total payment to the suppliers and expenses and drawings. Closing bank balance is given 12,760 debit balance. These are some of the bank transactions. Now during the year ended 31st December 2012, cash sales banked during the year 11,600. Cash sales banked during the year. That means the amount deposited from cash and credit customer is 64,100. In this 64,100 is included the cash sales of 11,600. So from this 64,100, we deduct 11,600, we'll get the amount received from trade receivable, amount received from customers. Cash purchases during the year 14,250. Payments to credit suppliers 35,700. Discount received from credit suppliers 700. This is the complete data given. Calculate Johan's credit sales for the year ended 31st December 2012. Calculate Johan's credit purchases for the year 31st December 2012 and prepare Johan's income statement for the year ended 31st December 2012, but only to find out the gross profit. So 3 things it is asking you to calculate. First, it is asking you credit sales. Second, it is asking you credit purchases. And thirdly, income statement, but up to only gross profit. This is the problem. Now one by one we will calculate. First we have to calculate the credit sales. Here you can see Johan. Trade receivables ledger control account. There are 2 methods of calculating credit sales. One method by preparing the account. The second method by remembering the equation. So whichever is more comfortable, easier for you, you can adopt. We can get the same answer. Whether you prepare the account or whether you apply the equation. Both the methods I am showing you here. First of all, trade receivable ledger control account. Debit side balance brought down. Opening balance. Always in the previous problem also I have taken. The opening balance should be taken on the debit side. Closing balance should be taken on the credit side. So opening balance 13,400 I have taken here. Balance brought down 1st January 2012. 1st January 2012 balance brought down 13,400. End of the year, 31st December 2012, the balance is given as 17,500. This is the 17,500 is the closing balance. 17,500 is the closing balance, 31st December. So opening balance debit side, closing balance credit side. Now cash received from the customers. Cash received from the customers entry will be bank account debit, trade receivable credit. So trade receivable credit side, cash book bank. So how much? Total amount received is 64,100. But in this 64,100 including cash sales also. So we deduct the cash sales. It is given cash sales banked during the year 11,600. 11,600 are the cash sales. And after receiving cash sales, it is deposited in the bank. So we deduct 11,600 cash sales. So remaining amount 52,500 is the cash received from customers. Cash received from customers. So 3 items we have taken. Now easily we can find out the balancing figure, that is the credit sales. So credit side you take 52,500 plus 17,500, 70,000. From 70,000 deduct 13,400. The balancing figure is 56,600. This is the credit sales balancing figure. We got the value. The purpose of making this ledger control account is to find out the credit sales. We have calculated credit sales. So if you want to apply the other method, equation method, you have to remember credit sales is equal to cash received from customers add closing trade receivable minus opening trade receivable. This type of problems already we have done in short questions also. So cash received. How much is the cash received? 52,500. So we have taken 52,500 plus closing receivables. Closing receivables are 17,500. So 17,500 added minus opening receivables. How much are the opening receivables? 13,400. So deduct 13,400. 56,600 are the credit sales. Same 56,600 you got it here. So whether to make the account or by equation, you will get the same answer. And in examination, you can write anything. If you are comfortable in account, prepare the account. If you are comfortable in equation, apply the equation and find out the credit sales. First bit completed. Now it is asking you to calculate the credit purchases. So trade payables ledger control account. It is opposite to trade receivable. The opening balance receivable we have taken on debit side, payable we have taken on the credit side. The balance brought down 1st January, opening balance is 9,600. The closing balance should be taken on the debit side. The balance carried down 11,200 given in the problem. Opening and closing balance of trade payables given in the problem. Next one is amount paid to payables, payment to payables. The entry will be payables account debit, bank account credit. So payables account debit side, cash book bank. How much is the amount paid to payables given directly in the problem? 35,700. 35,700 is the amount paid to suppliers, payables. So here we have taken 35,700. Next one, discount received. Discount received is an income. So discount received should be credited. The debit should be given to payables. The entry will be trade payables debit, discount received credit. The debit should be given to trade payable. So trade payable debit side, discount received 700. Over. All the items which are given in the problem we have posted in the ledger. Now take the total on the debit side. Debit side total 47,600. From 47,600 minus 9,600. 47,600 minus 9,600. Purchases will be 38,000. The second question, it is asking you to calculate purchases. We got purchase 38,000. That's all. Alternative presentation. If you are not comfortable with this account, you have to remember the equation. The equation for finding out credit purchase are payment made to supplier. Payment made to supplier, add discount received, add closing payables minus opening payables. Already these equations we have done in short questions also. So what is the equation? Cash paid to supplier plus discount received plus closing payables minus opening payables given in the problem. Everything is given. Cash paid to supplier 35,700 given in the problem. Discount received 700 given. Then closing payable 11,200 given. Opening payable 9,600 minus, that is also given. 38,000, same 38,000 we got. Either by making account or by equation. 38,000 are the credit purchases. So 2 bits we have completed. We have calculated sales and we have calculated purchase. Thirdly, it is asking you to prepare the income statement up to gross profit. So here income statement for the year ended 31st December 2012. Sales revenue. Sales means we have to take both sales, cash sales and credit sales combined. So credit sales are how much? 56,600. This is the credit sales. And cash sales are given in the problem 11,600. 11,600 are the cash sales. So add up 11,600. 56,600 credit sales, 11,600 cash sales. So total sales revenue 68,200. From this we deduct cost of sales. Cost of sales is equal to opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory. Already so many problems we have done. Opening inventory is given in the problem 3,400, directly given opening inventory. To this we add purchases. Purchases means both cash purchases as well as credit purchase. Credit purchase we got it here 38,000. And cash purchases are given directly in the problem. Cash purchases are 14,250, that is given. So credit purchase 38,000 plus 14,250. So total 52,250 is the total purchases. Opening inventory plus total purchases minus closing inventory. In the problem given closing inventory, that is 4,500. Deduct 4,500. So ultimately cost of sales 51,150. Cost of sales. Deduct cost of sales, will get the gross profit. The gross profit 17,050. That's it. So this is the completion of 8th problem. 3 bits. Credit sales, credit purchases and income statement. Now we'll start the next problem, that is problem number 9. On 1st May 2015, Sita started trading as a Sita Fabric Services. So actually on 1st May, first time she is starting the business. Sita started the business as Sita Fabric Services. On that day, she invested HKD, Hong Kong dollars, 4,500 in the business, represented by vehicle 2,500. So total capital invested 4,500, which is represented by vehicle 2,500, fabric purchase 1,900, cash at bank 100. So if you add up these three, you will get 4,500. On 30th April 2016, 1 year ended. 1st May 2015, she has started. The year end on 30th April 2016. Sita provided the following information. Bank transactions. On 15th August 2015, she purchased a machinery for HKD 6,000. She anticipates that it will have a scrap value of 1,000 in 4 years. A full year depreciation is charged in the year of acquisition. See here, when purchase price is given, cost is 6,000, scrap value is 1,000 and the life of the machine is 4 years. So we can apply straight line method. Straight line method. Cost minus scrap divided by life. The cost is 6,000. Scrap value after 4 years 1,000. So 6,000 minus 1,000 divided by 4. You will get annual depreciation. Annual depreciation, and that will be taken under expenses. Here in income statement under expenses will take depreciation. 6,000 minus 1,000 divided by 4. 1,250 is the depreciation for the year. On 30th November 2015, a payment of 3,400 was made for insurance for 12 months ending on 31st October 2016. For 12 months, for 1 year, 3,400 is the payment made. But how many months are falling in the current year and how many months are falling in the next year, that we have to see. Accrual concept. Accrual concept means only current year income, current year expenditure should be taken. Here 3,400 is paid, which is going to expire on 31st October 2016. We are closing the accounts on 30th April 2016. Closing the accounts on 30th April. But here insurance is going up to 31st October. So some months are going in the next year also. So we calculate when the policy is taken, 30th November. The policy, insurance policy is taken on 30th November. So we start from October. October, November, December, January, February, March. So 30th November it is taken. So we start from December. December, January, February, March, April. So here, April and May. So here, how many months are falling in the current year and how many months are falling in the next year, we have to see. Actually, we are closing the accounts on 30th April. So how many months are falling in the next year? After April, May, June, July, August, September, October. May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months are falling in the next year and 6 months are falling in the current year. 6 months means half year. So 3,400 insurance is paid. Out of 3,400, half of the insurance is in the current year and half of the insurance is going in the next year. So 3,400 of half, it will become 1,700. So here you can see insurance 3,400 minus 1,700, only 1,700 belongs to the current year. Only current year insurance we should take. Then during the year, general expenses are 11,500, vehicle expenses 1,750, rent 150 per month. All these are the expenses. General expenses 11,400 as it is. Vehicle expense 1,750 and rent 150 per month into 12, 1,800. And insurance just now I told. Depreciation just now I told. So total expenses are 18,000. Then received from credit customers. Received from credit customer 47,450 and payment made to supplier is 18,500. 30th April 2016, end of the year. At the end of the year, trade receivables are 4,500, trade payable are 3,250 and inventory are 2,250. So 3 closing balances are given. Trade receivable, trade payable and inventory closing balances. Sita is in dispute with a customer and has agreed to issue a credit note for $1,200 for faulty goods that were supplied in March 2016. So the business, the Sita has sold some goods to a customer and customer wants to return the goods because the goods are faulty, defective. It's a sales return. It is a sales return. So this 1,200 worth of goods will be taken as sales return. So you can see return inward 1,200. Sales return will be deducted from sales. So sales revenue minus sales return 1,200. Net revenue 50,750. Now calculate Sita's sales for the year. First question, we have to calculate the sales. Second, purchases for the year. Third, prepare an income statement for the year ended 30th April 2016. Now B point, calculate Sita's gross profit percentage, profit for the year as a percentage of revenue and evaluate the profitability for the first year of trading. So different questions are asked. One by one we calculate. First, sales for the year. Sita's sales for the year, first we are calculating. Cash received from trade receivables at the end. Cash received from the customers. The cash received are 47,450 given in the problem. And trade receivables at the end of the year is 4,500. So total 51,950 is the sales. Total sales for the year. Next, purchases for the year. Purchase is equal to fabric purchase at the beginning. At the beginning of the year, Sita has purchased some fabric that we have taken. Plus payment made to credit supplier, that is given in the problem. Payment made to credit supplier plus trade payable at the end of the year. We don't have opening trade payable because it's a new business. Trade payable at the end of the year is there. So add trade payable at the end of the year. So fabric purchase at the beginning is 1900. Payment made to credit supplier 1800. Trade payable at the end of the year 3250. Total 23,650 is the purchases. Total purchase. So total sales we got, total purchase we got. Now it is asking you to calculate income statement. Make the income statement. Income statement for the year ended 30th April 2016. Revenue. Revenue means sales. Already we got the sales 51,950 sales. From sales we deduct revenue returns or sales return. $1,200 given. $1,200 we have deducted. So net revenue 50,750. From 50,750 we deduct cost of sales. Cost of sales means opening inventory, but we don't have any opening inventory. In this problem there is no opening inventory because new business started. Closing inventory is there. So we take purchases. Purchase 23,650 here we have taken. From this we deduct closing inventory 2,250. 21,400 is the cost of sales. Now deduct. 50,750 is the revenue, 21,400 is the cost of sales. Deduct 29,350 is the gross profit. From gross profit, deduct the expenses. Expenses, general expenses, vehicle expense, rent, insurance, depreciation. Take the total 18,000. Deduct 11,350 is the profit for the year. Profit for the year. Now, next question is asking you to calculate the percentage of gross profit on revenue. Percentage of gross profit on revenue. The formula is gross profit divided by revenue into 100. How much is the gross profit? Here you can see 29,750 is the gross profit. How much is the revenue? 50,750 is the revenue. So gross profit divided by revenue into 100. So here 29,350 divided by 50,750 into 100. 57.83% is the percentage of gross profit on revenue. Now next one is profit for the year as a percentage of revenue. Profit for the year. How much is the profit for the year? 11,350 is the profit for the year. So revenue is how much? 50,750. So here 11,350 divided by 50,750 into 100, 22.36. This is the percentage of profit for the year on revenue. So two percentages. This is the percentage of gross profit on revenue and this is the percentage of profit for the year on revenue. Now last and final question, evaluation of profitability for the first year of trading. In the question last bit it is asking you, evaluate the profitability of Sita's business at the end of the first year. So what we conclude by calculating these percentages, gross profit percentage 57.83, net profit percentage 22.36. So by considering these percentages, we have to evaluate the profitability of the business. So how to evaluate? During the first year of trading, Sita has generated good level of profitability. As a gross profit margin and profit for the year as a percentage of revenue, both indicate that the business is being managed efficiently. We have calculated percentage. 57.83 is quite good. For every 100 rupees of revenue, 57 rupees of gross profit the business is getting. So it is quite good. The gross profit percentage is good. Similarly, net profit 22.36. For every 100 rupees, $100 of revenue, $22 of profit for the year is generated. So by calculating this percentage, we can say the business is doing quite good. Then the gross profit percentage indicates that Sita's business is generating good return on the cost of her goods. To increase this percentage, Sita could consider raising the selling price without a subsequent increase in the cost price. If Sita wants to increase the gross profit, particularly GP ratio, gross profit ratio is quite high, 57.83. But still if Sita wants to increase the gross profit, then she should increase the selling price without increasing the cost. Next one, the profit for the year as a percentage of revenue indicate that Sita is able to control her overheads while earning a good return on her investment. By calculating this profit for the year as a percentage on revenue, it shows that Sita is successful in controlling the overheads. Overheads means expenses. Here these expenses are called overheads. Higher the overheads, lower will be the profit. Lower the overheads, higher will be the profit. So Sita is successful in controlling the overheads. When she controls the overheads, the profitability will increase. Now finally, in order to ensure that profitability of the business is maintained or improved, Sita should continuously monitor her income and expenditure. If Sita wants to become a successful businesswoman, then she has to monitor closely, continuously the income and expenditure. Income should increase, expenditure should be controlled. In that way, the business profitability will increase. That is the comment on the evaluation of the first year's profitability. That's all. This is the end of problem number 9. So in this video, I have completed 2 problems, 8th and 9th. Inshallah, the next problem will continue in the next video.